COVID-19, Rwanda suspends direct flights with Southern Africa. Rwanda has suspended direct flights with Southern African countries today following a new severe variant known as Omicron. Virgil Abloh dies after battle with cancer. On Sunday, November 28th, the designer for Louis Vuitton and Off-White passed away at the age of 41, his family announced on his Instagram. Concerts, public gatherings to go on, but with precaution. Event organizers sighed with relief when a cabinet meeting chaired by President Paul Kagame on Sunday to discuss preventive measures against fast-spreading new COVID-19 variant Omicron allowed concerts and public gatherings to continue.
Yes, we are back with the Monaco section.
Yes, we are, and we are ready to update you guys. And we are going to be giving you some updates that you probably heard about or saw them already. But here is what we are here for, giving you more, about them, details, and we give you some insights on what we think about them. So starting off with the first story, COVID-19, Rwanda suspends direct flights with Southern African countries. And Rwanda has suspended direct flights with Southern African countries today following it suspended it on Sunday evening, so following a new severe variant known as Omicron that was confirmed in this block of Africa and reported as a concern by World Health Organization. Suspension was taken by extraordinary cabinet meeting chaired by His Excellency Paul Kagame on Sunday. So while the variant has not been detected in Rwanda, its effects are potentially dangerous, and therefore Rwandans and residents of Rwanda are required to exercise extra vigilance in the practice of enforcement of preventive measures. The cabinet announcement reads, in a part, so with this, the cabinet decided effective immediately direct flights between Rwanda and Southern Africa are temporarily suspended. Furthermore, it was decided that all passengers arriving in Rwanda should be quarantined for 24 hours in a designated hotel at their own cost, and moreover, a PCR test will be required at own cost of the applicant, while the government of Rwanda will cover cost of additional PCR test after 7 days from arrival date. So for passengers in countries from risky countries, a 7-day quarantine will be required, and the list of these countries was also put out. And meanwhile, all the people attending an event, including a wedding, should be fully vaccinated and should show a negative COVID-19 test that shows that they are negative, that do not have this COVID-19, and they should be fully vaccinated. It's everything that has that people should actually know are the ones who are attending the weddings, parties, events, and the sorts. So you should be fully vaccinated for you to be able to attend these, concerts, for you to be able to actually prevent yourself from getting this new COVID that is, happening. Though we haven't actually had any person who has this COVID, but then it should be up to you to protect yourself as you protect also another person that you can, that you can meet from this place that you can be in.
Definitely, because even though it's a new variant that has just emerged and it hasn't reached Rwanda, but it's still in the African continent. So we need to be sure, and that's the good thing that the government in partnership with Rwanda has managed to sensitize and to put to a halt, but we still need to be extra cautious. Those who haven't yet vaccinated themselves should get the vaccinations. Those who are feel a bit of a flu, they should definitely keep testing themselves frequently to make sure that this Omicron is not in their system. And we need to be vigilant with ourselves. Please make sure that at least you are always wearing your mask, always sanitize your fingers, your hands, and wash your hands frequently as much as possible, because it's very important. We have beaten this so far, so let's keep fighting with it. Yes.
Yes, so I was actually checking out some announcement that was actually put out there by Rwanda, and says it reads, following the government of Rwanda's directive to temporarily suspend direct flights between between Rwanda and Southern Africa, Rwanda will suspend flights to and from Johannesburg, Cape Town, Lusaka, and also Harare until further notice. These are some of the countries in the Southern African part that was affected or that will be affected because of this new variant that has been there. So for people who were planning to go there, or those who are planning to come from there, they should actually, be patient and hold, because this thing is so serious and we do not want to go back to the quarantine that we're in. And so very many people losing their lives because of this COVID-19.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's just keep being very cautious and alert.
Exactly.
Yes, so moving on to a sad story on the international scene. Virgil Abloh, who is a famous world-renowned designer and fashion icon, dies after a battle with cancer, which he did very privately. So Virgil Abloh has died after a private battle with cancer on Sunday, November 28th. The designer for Louis Vuitton and Off-White passed away at the age of 41, his family announced on his Instagram page. So that's him on the left side of Kendall Jenner. So we are devastated to announce the passing of our beloved Virgil Abloh, a fiercely devoted father, husband, son, brother, and friend. Read the statement. He is survived by his loving wife, Shannon Abloh, his children, Lo Abloh and Gray Abloh, his sister, Edwina Abloh, his parents, Nee and Eunice Abloh, and numerous dear friends and colleagues. He chose to endure this battle privately since his diagnosis in 2019, undergoing numerous challenging treatments, all while helming several significant institutions that span fashion, art, and culture. That is the statement that his Instagram sent out through his loved ones. So the statement continued: through it all, his work ethic, infinite curiosity, and optimism never wavered. Virgil was driven by his dedication to his craft and to his mission to open doors for others and create pathways for greater equality in art and design. He often said, "Everything I do is for the 17-year-old version of myself, believing deeply in the power of art to inspire future generations." So Virgil's friends, including Pharrell, paid tribute to the iconic designer, calling him a kind, generous, thoughtful, and creative genius. That is Drake, together with Virgil, as he posted his heartfelt feelings and condolences to the family that he left behind. The fashion world also mourned the devastating loss. "I'm so sorry to read this. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family and loved ones. May you rest in peace and powerful, dear Virgil," wrote Mark Jacobs, while Dior's Kim Jones commented, "Love always, my friend X." So that is him on your screens, and so many people went to send in their thoughts and prayers to the family that he left behind. Kendall Jenner, Hailey Bieber. Hailey actually posted such a huge message because they had a close friendship. He's the one who designed her wedding dress. So many people: Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian,
Drake, Pastor Mike, if you follow Mike,
yes,
Michael Todd,
yes,
also went on to,
and also some people, some fashion icons in Rwanda, Moses also posted it, because I'm sure they look up to these people in the fashion industry. So it was just a devastating loss. Taraji P. Henson, Shara Hadidi. So it was just so many hard things that people were writing. It was so sad. The fact that it actually reminded me of Chadwick Boseman's passing. The fact that these people fight these battles alone, one, because they're very selfless. They don't want to just bring the crowd along. They need their privacy. And the fact that they didn't want pity, because they still had a lot to offer to the world, even though they had to fight this cancer or this unknown illnesses that we don't know that they're going through. So these guys are very strong, and we pray for their family to keep being strong. And the fact that his fashion mentality and what he left behind will always stay in the hearts of people and what they wear.
Exactly. So the fashion world really lost an icon. On Sunday evening, very many people started sharing their messages on Monday morning. It was really sad to see, especially what you talked about, Hailey Bieber, her being so close to the man, made her actually put out the messages and the thoughts that she had. It's really sad. We comfort the families. The parents, the friends, and his own family that he left behind. And we wish him all the best. May his soul rest in peace. And if he believes in God, I hope he goes to heaven one day if the day comes.
Definitely.
Yeah, so heading on to the next story as we end the information part, concerts, public gatherings to go on, but precautions, put in place. So event organizers side with relief when a cabinet meeting chaired by President Paul Kagame. This is one of the resolutions that also came in with the cabinet meeting that was chaired by His Excellency Paul Kagame on Sunday, November 28th, to discuss preventive measures against the fast spreading new COVID-19 variant Omicron allowed concerts and public gatherings to continue. So the meeting emphasized that precautions must be taken, including ensuring that all attendees are fully vaccinated and have been tested. So people attending events, the statement read, /gatherings, including conferences, concerts, weddings, festivals, or exhibitions must be fully vaccinated and tested. As much as possible, gatherings should take place outdoors or in well-ventilated spaces. The cabinet minutes read, and also the new COVID-19 strain, which has put countries around the world on the alert, is threatening to send public gatherings and concerts back in limbo after the World Health Organization, which is WHO, described it as a variant of concern. So busy weekend ahead as we give you guys a heads up. I mean, so very many people are already informed with whatever that is going to be taking place over the weekend. So several concerts are lined up for this coming weekend, including the main one featuring Congolese singer Koffi Olomide, which has since become a continuous one. Koffi Olomide, 65, is expected to perform in Kigali Arena on December 4th, which will be Saturday. And though the concert organized by Inhori Entertainment and sponsored by Skoll remains the center of public debate, and with many calling on the government to ban the show, people who use Twitter are already informed with that. So the organizers have been adamant to cancel the show despite the pressure, instead announcing artists that will perform alongside Koffi Olomide. Our very own artists who will also be performing alongside him will include King James, the King himself, Ivan Buhavan, Andy Bumuntu, and so very many others that have not been actually, said already. So on the same day, on the 4th of December, Nigerian singer Rick Hassani and his host Symphony Band are scheduled to perform at Kigali Convention Center with Konfi, with Mike Kaihura and the likes. So this is actually going to be a busy weekend.
Yes.
You have the choice to make.
You have two options. Is it going to be some Congolese jams, or is it going to be some slow and romantic jams? So your choice, whatever
you can also juggle
choose.
both.
Exactly, whatever you choose, you're definitely going to have a good time. So that's your plot for the weekend. Don't say we didn't warn you.
But make sure you're fully vaccinated, because
Yes.
you cannot enter
And
unless you're fully
you have
vaccinated.
to have a COVID-19 negative test. So.
And your mask.
Exactly. Let's just be very cautious so that these people do not take
Let's not
your
go
enjoyments away. We all want to keep enjoying, so let's just take care of one another and take care of ourselves. In doing so, we'll have a good time.
Exactly. So it is the end of the morning call section, but I didn't tell you one thing. Did you know that, what is his name? Chadwick Boseman was celebrating his birthday on Monday, which was yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yes. He
that's
passed
really
on, but he
sad.
was actually celebrating his birthday yesterday.
Yes, so just another year to celebrate his life that he lived graciously, and in heaven, we're still thinking about him.
Exactly.